Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, March the 26th. All right, guys, tomorrow is finally Friday. We are finally getting closer to the weekend. All right, guys. Now let's jump into it. Let's see what you need to know. The time is 9:14 a.m. where I am. So I do have a couple oracle messages that I will be using for this reading. All right, guys. And I have a deck that I think that if I do see certain things that I feel called to like use the book, because it comes with a guidebook and I can kind of read whatever is in that book, I'll do that. But if not, then I'll just channel the messages like I normally do. But yeah, let's jump into it. Let's see what you guys might need to know. I hope you guys are doing wonderful, all right, and having a great day so far. Hey, if you're not, I always say that's okay. Don't worry about it, okay? Just allow yourself to go through those emotions, get through your day, and, you know, tomorrow's a brand new day, all right, guys? So let's jump into it and see what you need to know, all right, guys? So Spirit, Universe, Guides, okay, Source, Divine, what messages do you have for the collective for March 26th? What do they need to know? Always protect and guide them, no matter if they see my messages or someone else, or even if it's just getting clarity from their own higher self. Allow them to get the wisdom and knowledge that they need from this message for today, whether it resonates with them or not. Allow them to take away something. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see. What is it that you guys need to know? Ooh, facing your fears with the number 38. Okay, so some of you guys are learning to face your fears. Crows could be very significant. Keys are also significant when it comes to unlocking something brand new, right? So unlocking your, you know, fears, okay? Opening up the door to facing them, right? Keys are significant as well. Prisms are significant when it comes to you, you know, when you see a prism and the sun is shining on it, it radiates the colors that come from it. So even that is significant where, you know, you could be very colorful. Something about your energy where confirmation with the horn, there's something about your energy where some of you guys are very colorful, okay? Even the show In Living Color, like I know that's an old show, okay, but that is significant to somebody. Maybe you are the age of 38, maybe not, but color is significant, right? Being colorful, being able to have vitality, being able to shine your colors and your light, okay, you know, for people to see and for people to experience and, you know, understand is very significant with this card here, right? And it's almost like maybe before for some of you guys when it came to facing your fears, maybe it took some time because a lot of people made you feel a little bit awkward or a little bit weird or uncomfortable because you were colorful, right? Doesn't matter what it is that you like or what you do. You just had a very bubbly, colorful, whimsical, you know, type of energy. And some of you guys are very whimsical. Nothing is wrong with that, okay? Like there's certain placements in certain people's charts where they just cannot help being whimsy. That's nothing that they can do about it, right? And if you are mad at somebody for being whimsy, okay, then that's crazy because that person is just happy to be happy. All right, like literally that person's just happy to be happy. So, you know, people who are mad at you because you're whimsical, you're happy, and it's not like you don't know what's going around the world or you don't see what's happening, you know, around you. But at the same time, I always say that you guys are learning to separate yourself from certain things because let's be real, if you had to tap in to every single thing that's going on around you, oh my goodness, like everybody would just be depleted at this point. It's like you're already feeling a certain way in the energy. You know, you might as well just face your fears and, you know, do what it is that you need to do or do what you desire to do, whatever it is that allows you to be colorful in your energy, in your being, you know? So take what resonates with that. Even angel number 1111 is very significant, okay? Yeah, claiming your power with the number 25. So you guys are claiming your power. This could have been yesterday too with the number 25, okay? Big cats could be very significant and also feminine energy. So divine feminine energy is very significant, okay? There's something about you surrendering to receive when it comes to the energy as well. So you claiming your power and surrendering to receive is also significant as well, right? Twos could be significant as well. April 2nd could resonate for some of you guys because they did talk about the full moon. Okay, the full moon energy could be very significant for some of you that resonate with the messages. Otters could be very significant too, but there's something about next week. Okay, when it comes to the full moon cycle, that could be confirmation. With the number 2, also when it comes to partnership and balance, there's something about you surrendering. So it's almost like being in an energy that you don't want to be in, but it's almost like you're surrendering to whatever the energy is as well. So like if you feel called to protect your boundaries or protect your peace, and you feel called to, you know, be in hermit mode, then you're going to do that, right? It's like you're listening to the universe, surrendering to the universe so that you can receive. And that means messages, okay, dreams, downloads. This could also be for some of you guys like synchronicities, like angel numbers as well. Okay, so angel number 2 could be very significant. 222, okay, could resonate, or just 2222. Okay, we also have the number 33 about you nourishing the shadow. So yeah, when it comes to your shadows and things that maybe you have fear to show, that could be very significant too. Even when it comes to your shadow self, this could be your creativity, okay? For some of you, this could be about what you're creating, what you're building, what it is that you're trying to do, okay? Even when it comes to your shadows, there's something about, you know, it's giving Lilith energy. Like some of you guys could be tapping into your Lilith energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. There's something about, you know, you being able to be rebellious, or maybe you're showing up as rebellious because you're nourishing your shadow side. So it's almost like a lot of people just only want to be only light. And I always say this too, like my messages are not just only love and light. I may seem like it's love and light, but I'm going to tell you something, especially if it's a negative energy, and I'm going to transmute that into something positive. That's the whole point of being an alchemist, is being able to take that energy that you were in and saying, okay, well, how can I learn from this and how can I transmute this so I don't go through this again, and doing that, right? So a lot of people in your energy may feel very awkward or uncomfortable because you do nourish your light and your dark side, okay, for some of you. Okay, so letting go, okay, burying the hatchet could be very significant. We also have with the number 17, okay, so take what resonates with that. 17 talks about, you know, your manifestations, right? So even when it comes to trusting and believing in the universe, being partnered with the number 2, partnerships with the universe, it's like you guys are surrendering to receive, so that you need to let go and bury whatever needs to be buried, right? 1 and 7 equals power. Claiming your power is very significant, like I said, with this card. Some of you guys are in that transition where you guys are already doing that. And so because you guys have claimed your power and you surrendered, and you've also tapped into your shadow side, there's something about you being able to let go of situations, people, places, and things, bury those situations and things, and move on. Okay, so not everybody resonates with that, but we have opportunity at the bottom of the deck as well. So even when it comes to certain opportunities as well, mosquitoes, right? Mosquitoes could be very significant too when it comes to, basically mosquitoes suck the blood out of you, right? Like they take blood from, you know, out of your body. So, you know, that's why you end up getting that reaction where you get like, you know, a bump or a raise or whatever, right? So think of it this way: when it comes to things that feel dead, or things that feel like it's not growing, or things that feel like, you know, it just no longer resonates with you, you guys have let that go, and now you guys are manifesting through your faith. It's like you would rather manifest through faith and not by sight. And that is why in most of my videos I've said to you guys that there's a lot of situations where you could have known a lot of things, and a lot of times people may have made you felt like you were crazy, or like you didn't know what you were talking about. So some of you guys would just let it go, right? You guys would just let it go, right? Let it be. But then a few months later, you may find out certain things that show up in the energy, right? So learning to let go and just bury certain things could be very significant. It's not that you guys are either entertaining certain people and places anymore. It's just having better discernment about what you'll accept and what you won't accept when it comes to those people, places, and things. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Okay, so let's see what else shows up. even when it comes to maybe a fear of you guys was to step into your power, that could be significant as well. That could have been a fear that you guys could have faced as well too, right? It's not even just about, when it comes to stepping into your power, it may not even just be about relationships. It's just about claiming your inner knowing, because again, some of you may have certain talents and gifts, okay, and skills as well. And there's something about that too that could be bringing in a new opportunity, right? So let's see. I didn't like how that came out, so I'm going to do that again. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we have the number 53 with 7 generations. You could be the 7th generation when it comes to legacy. Now, some of you may understand that message, some of you may not. Okay, angel number 777, life path number 7 is very significant. Okay, for some of you guys with the number 25 too, there's something about, I think it's 7, 16, and 25. I could be wrong. Okay, but there's something about numbers when it comes to life path, right? There's something about that when it comes to you guys with the number 7, and then we have 7 generations, right? So you could be the one that when it comes to 7 generations, you could be the 7th generation or somebody in your generation that faces your fears when it comes to claiming your power. Okay, we have soil and stars, so balance is also significant. Some of you guys could be grounding yourself when it comes to being in nature, being in the earth. Okay, for some of you guys, this is about putting your feet in the earth, okay, grounding yourself. Another thing I was going to suggest to some of you that maybe resonate with this too. I don't know why I get the feeling that if some of you guys are very like germy, okay, not to say that the same, you know, dirt that you get in a bag is not the same dirt that you get in the ground, right? But there is something, confirmation with the horn, if there is something about if you are very germophobic or you're very picky in particular, hello, no judgment, that's what I'm saying. Okay, if you are like that, there's something about somebody going to either a dollar store or a Home Depot or like a garden center or something like that, and just buying a bag of soil, just a cheap bag of soil, small bag, and maybe putting it like in a bag itself, like a garbage bag or something, and tying it, and just putting your feet in that, okay, could also help you when it comes to you grounding, right? Just feeling the coolness of the dirt on your feet, on your skin, okay? That could be confirmation too if some of you guys don't want to, you know, go outside, or maybe you can't go in your area because there's dog poop, okay, and things like that. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, right? Not everywhere you can ground because a lot of people have, you know, their pets and things like that. So take what resonates with that, okay, too. That could be confirmation as well for some of you. But angel number 8 is significant, like I said, when it comes to your power, you're stepping into that. And then we also have number 6, okay, when it comes to balance. So you guys do bring in balance when it comes to, you know, bringing in love, nurture, okay, when it comes to family. Maybe you are somebody who, you know, you do care for family, but there is something about, you know, you being balanced when it comes to you stepping into your power and learning when to give and take. Okay, that could also be significant, right? So, where did this fall? Oh, here. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have seed planter intention with the number 35. Even if you guys are planting seeds or just grounding, being near dirt, whatever this is, growth is very significant. Whatever seeds that you've planted, maybe like in the past, whether this was a week ago, 2 weeks, a month, a year, 2 years, 3 years also, there's something about that where whatever work that you put in, okay, whatever you did when it came to claiming your power and surrendering and just trusting in, you know, the divine and letting go of control, there's something about something balancing out and coming in for you, okay? Ancestral love is very significant. Again, power, the number 8, death, transformations. There's something about you connecting with your ancestors, and also when it comes to you connecting with other ancestral realms, there's something about you showing love and respect and honor. And that is why some of them also show you love and respect and honor, because you are tending to their needs. You are tending to them because of the shadow, right? You are healing and also basically not just healing, but you also are looking at situations where you're growing, you're building, but not only that, you guys are breaking, you know, generational curses, okay? You guys are breaking generational traumas, okay? Things like that are very significant because you tended to your own inner knowing, okay? So yeah, family significant with the number 37. Okay, we have peaceful warrior. You could be a very peaceful warrior, okay? And also when it comes to wisdom keeper, you could be the one that, you know, mastered a lot of things, right? Like ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, okay, ancient understanding when it comes to archetypes, okay, you know, historical events, things like that, like things that you didn't read upon or you shouldn't know. It's like, you know, right? So let's see. Yeah, so again, like I said, balance could be very significant. Some of you guys are balancing your chakras at this time. And like I said, you guys are connecting with your ancestors as well. Robins are very significant. Robins could be confirmation for some of you. Yes, there are a lot of robins, but not everybody sees them where they live. So something to do with that too. You guys could be getting signs and synchronicities or confirmation about certain communication from birds. So robins are significant. Maybe you guys are seeing a robin, or you guys could have seen one on your For You page, or, you know, maybe you guys maybe see one in your area where you live. Okay, there's something about that that's significant, but that could be an ancestor connecting with you, right? Birds are very significant. Okay, we also have hematite, okay, when it comes to crystals. So this is you attaining a good work-life balance, okay, balancing, okay, balance is very significant. We also have the bottom of the deck, embracing spirituality. So selenite, some of you guys could be using selenite at this time, or, you know, wanting to get something with selenite, okay, when it comes to that energy. So let's see what else shows up. Ooh, okay. So Lakshmi, I hope I'm saying that correct, because I know this is like a cultural thing, right? But Lakshmi, when it comes to the number 7, okay? And then we have Nyx with the number 9, okay? So shadows again, right? Deities could be also significant. Some of you guys may resonate for or with certain deities. But not only that, the number 7 also talks about, again, 7, ancestors, spirituality, okay, ancestral realms, being able to connect with other people from different realms. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we also have Nanshi, okay, which is giving water energy. So I don't know why this is giving like Pisces energy as well. Okay, but there is something about this energy. If you notice the sequence, 7, 8, 9, okay, so take what resonates. And also M-Trine, okay, this crystal as well. And then Taurus energy when it comes to grounding and opal. Okay, there's something about this that's very significant. Now, I'm going to see if I can read what this is before I end the message, okay? So you guys can get a better understanding. For some of you that don't know what these two cards represent, okay? But let's see. Because I know this is a deity for sure. Okay, like I've seen this image before somewhere. And there's also another image too, where there's one with the elephant. I think it's geisha. I think so. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't want to be calling out cultures and I have no idea what I'm saying. like what? Okay, so yeah, so, okay, this one talks about abundance. It says abundance can be found everywhere in life, okay? I knew it, okay? This is a goddess, okay? So it says Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of beauty, fertility, and fortune. Okay, her forearms symbolize Dharma, which is morals, Artha, which is pursuing wealth, Kama, which is emotional fulfillment, and Moksha, I hope I'm saying this right, guys, for anybody that's part of that culture. God forgive me, please. Okay, but I hope I'm not butchering it, okay? But yeah, and moksha, okay, when it comes to liberation or enlightenment, this talks about the lotus is her signature flower, which symbolizes purity and rebirth. And remember I mentioned in one of my readings, guys, that lily pads and also lotus flowers could be very significant. Okay, that could be confirmation for some of you, all right? It says, Lakshmi encourages you to look at all of the ways that abundance could come to you. Life's riches come in many forms and don't just include monetary wealth. Abundance can look like living a healthy life, feeling loved and appreciated, and obtaining the goals you've set for yourself. No matter where you are in life, Lakshmi calls for you to give thanks for everything that you have. Gratitude helps to create awareness and inspires you to appreciate the present moment. So if this is something that you guys wanted to do as a journal prompt, the journal prompt says, when was the last time I expressed true gratitude? Okay, well, shoot. If this message resonated with me, I would say every day. Because you guys, I always do every day in my messages, and that could be confirmation too. It's like something as simple as that. Like even when I say thank you guys at the end of my messages, you guys could be saying things like that, like thank you for, waking me up for today, or thank you for giving me money for food, or thank you for allowing me to have nourishment in my body. Like, things that are simple, because not everybody goes through the same things. Not everybody has the same luxuries, okay? So knowing that you guys are grateful and abundant, even if the situation is at its worst, some of you guys could still find ways to be abundant or grateful, or learning to do that is also significant, right? Because if you're always thinking like the worst, then how can you really manifest what it is that you truly desire? You know what I mean, guys? So let's see what this one says. This is Nyx, okay, which is giving like shadow energy, darkness, and things like that. Okay. Yeah, so Nyx, okay, it says, I love both the dark and the light sides of myself, okay? So Nyx, okay, dark and mysterious energy has led her to become a powerful personification of the night. Feared even by Zeus, Nyx stands tall in her power, okay? Claim your power, okay? Nyx stands tall in her power as a divine feminine goddess. Born from chaos, she oversees the darkness that comes over at us each night. It says, this goddess encourages you to find peace within the dark. Without darkness, there can be no light. And within each of us, there is both light and dark. You are being presented with the opportunity to learn from and heal your shadow patterns. A portal is open for you to forgive yourself and others. There is much to learn from navigating the darkness to unveil the light hidden within the heaviest burdens you've been carrying. Look to the stars when you feel alone and be comforted that Nyx is watching over you in her cloak of stars. This journal prompt says, what steps can I take to begin healing what's been bothering me? Okay, so take what resonates with that, guys. I'm going to leave it here for you. But again, thank you guys for, again, following, okay, reposting if you do, sharing, okay, liking, commenting if it does resonate with you. Okay, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. That's where I post on both platforms. And you guys can also follow me on my website at www.mysteriouslyunique.ca, where I also post my blogs and you guys can book a reading. And also, if you guys are interested, you guys can check out my coffee account, ko-fi, where you guys can, go there just to check it out, see what it's about. Like I said, I'm doing it for a little bit of a trial run, and there is a new moon, not new moon, there's a full moon coming up next week in Libra and Scorpio, so I would not be surprised if I delete that account and get rid of that thing, okay? Because like I said, I don't like spreading my energy too far in too many places, because then I got to start, paying attention to this and that, and like, no. So, yeah, that is my discernment, okay? So, anyways, thank you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video or message. All right, guys? Bye.